Good morning, friends. Look at the beautiful stone behind me. This is the fireplace area. Anyways, good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to my channel. My name is Faith Storms. I am a licensed social worker and therapist with a special interest in energy healing, EFT, human design. And today I wanted to share with you some thoughts about 3 paths. So there are 3 ideas that I have been finding very useful lately to do some contemplation on, and that's one of the topics. Okay, so there are many ways to approach life, many ways to approach things in life, and these are 3 different ways that I have read about. One is meditation. Now, meditation, most people are somewhat familiar with. You get into a meditative state, a calm, kind of inner focused way to be. Meditation is considered a very yin state. It's very soft and flowing and in the flow. Then there is concentration. Concentration is when we are focused. Concentration would be studying something, reading something, learning a new skill. Like with concentration, you must be focused, and it takes energy. It's a very active state. It is a very yang state if you look at yin and yang concepts. And Western society is very into yang and is very into concentration. The just do it and make it happen, etc., is very yang. And there is a third, and this has been just so interesting to me. So the third path is called contemplation, and I thought this was so interesting. And I have been instinctively sort of moving into this, into utilizing all the states. I mean, I think growing up and in a lot of my life, I've been very concentration. I've been very do, study, learn, do it. And meditation, being like in that meditative state, has always been pretty challenging for me because of my busy brain. And so when I recently read about this idea of the 3 flows, and the thought of, I was like, oh, I think I've kind of been doing some of that. And so what I would like to leave you with, and for your consideration, is the idea, and it's fine. It's fine to move between these states. We need to, it's useful, it's good to be able to do all of them, because at different times in life, you're going to need to be able to do different things. So it's great. What I would say is balance. Ideally, we want a balance in our lives. Ideally, we want a flow. So to be able to move in and out of these states of being, in these states of interacting with people in the world and materials, is really helpful. There are times we need to concentrate and put effort in and, learn something and take in something and work with it. And then there are times we need to just be more in the meditative, mindful place. And I think there's a beautiful place in between that I'm learning about more, this contemplation, where it's not completely active, it's not completely inactive, it's somewhere in the middle. So a concept that I have talked about before to various people is this idea of dip in, dip out. And again, I've kind of instinctively been going in that direction the past few years of, jumping into something and, like read, and then step away from it. And I think what I was doing now that I'm reading these three concepts is I think I was doing the concentration, like read about it. And then I was trying to step back into sort of meditative mindfulness, just kind of let it be there, let it float. But that's actually contemplation when we kind of move closer and farther from information, from feelings, from experiences, etc. It helps us get a different perspective. And I've really seen this happen lately, which has been like, oh, that's what I'm doing. So I was reading a book. I am reading, but I'm still in the middle of it on eating disorders, on treating specifically anorexia. And there was a concept in the book. She kept talking about mind hunger. And I'm reading it, and like my brain is like, okay, like I think I know what she's talking about, but I didn't quite get it. And so I read about it, but I didn't get upset about like, oh my gosh, why can't I figure this out? I was like, not totally sure. So just kept reading. And then I do other things. And then, this is over the course of many days. So I'd read a little bit and then go about my life, and read a little bit and go about my life. But I think in the back of my mind, I was still like, what is it? Mind hunger? What is this? And then just a few days ago, I had some experiences where it like clicked. I'm like, oh, I get it. I get what she's talking about. I understand it on a personal level and on a me level. Like I know what that means to me. And then responding to, once I figured out like, oh, mind hunger, okay, I get it. And here's what my system needs to answer that, to fulfill that. And I realized, oh, that was this process of these three different states and contemplation. So concentration was I'd read the book and think about it and like, oh, I'd really try to process it. So put a lot of effort. And then I'd step away from it, which is more of the, meditation, mindfulness. And then the contemplation is what my system was doing. And then it came up with the answer for me. So I just thought that was so interesting. It's fine to move in and out of different states. I think we need to. And you're going to grow so much. And if you know like one state is a lot easier for you, or one state's a lot more difficult, well, maybe you want to spend a little time cultivating that. Um, as a busy brain active person, yeah, I can always use a little more mindfulness because I'd like to go, go, go. But don't vilify the states that are easier for you. Acceptance. We need to accept ourselves and all of ourselves. All right. So if this was useful or interesting, please like my video. And if you want to subscribe, please do so for more content. And have a wonderful day. It looks like it's very pretty here. I'm going to be out enjoying my day, enjoying my animals. Many blessings to you. And I'll see you all tomorrow.